What's happening? Good morning, everybody. Oh, I'm on my second cup of coffee, and I gotta tell you, it's coursing through the veins. I feel just alive and well. How are you? How's everybody doing? Welcome to Audibly Chill. My name is Zach. I run this channel called Audibly Dumb. I like saying a lot of dumb stuff, playing guitar, talking about music, mingling with other people. Mm-mm-mm. You missed everything. Everything happened. Oh man. It is great seeing everybody here. Thank you for joining. Sorry for the little delay in between. I don't really know how long to set up the advance on this. But the tasteful slide, oh my god. Okay. I don't know where that came from. Four people left, so well, that makes me feel good. All right. So, on the docket today, I want to talk about guitar tones. Not just mine, how anybody in here, how you get your sound, what you like to do. If anybody in here plays music, what you like to record with, or even if there's a band or like an album or something where you're just like, dude, the tones that this person got. Because here's the best part about playing music. And if any channel has proven this, it's Premier Guitar with Rig Rundown. The whole point of Rig Rundown, can you still participate even though you're a bassist? Absolutely. But with Rig Rundown, thousands, right? They got to have over 1,000 episodes. It's all people with just different ways of accomplishing the same thing. Make noise that people like. What is a good tone? What is a bad tone? Is digital good? Is it bad? You know what I mean? So that's kind of on the discussion for today. And I'm sure we're going to get weird in certain parts. So, by the way, anybody in here, if you get an idea and you're like, I shouldn't say that, that's pretty weird, say it. Say it with your chest. Go bang, type it. You know what I mean? Bass lives matter. Absolutely. So, I would like to say this little rig setup here. In the last 4 days, it has gotten a giant upgrade. And I hope you can hear it in the videos coming soon. For the live stream, give me another couple weeks and I'll have it to where when I play, you guys are actually hearing like properly recorded tones, not just this to the mic thing. I know the guitar sounds shit, but uh you got grounded for listening to Dayseeker? Oh man. Just play your parents' Cannibal Corpse. They'll understand. Sup, nerd. Thank you, everybody, for joining. So, step number one, I had a Sennheiser E609, and I was draping that over the front of the Princeton and then dragging it down to the 212 for my digital sounds. The problem with that is, yes, the E609 is meant to be draped. Looks like that, right? It's meant to be draped, but for gigging, for like loud volume. And when you have a front of house person EQing everything, that obviously helps as well. Whereas now we've got a stand, we've got a Shure SM57, super fantastic. Oh, the SG. I don't know if I should talk about that just yet. I will get to that in a little bit. How's the SM57? It's awesome. It sounds better than the 609, but I'll tell you the biggest difference that has happened so far. So, Who here knows Rabia Masad? And honestly, it could be a lot of YouTube guitar players. Rabia Masad, John Cordy. When they play music in their content, the sound is so full, right? It's like, oh my God. Specifically, Rabia Masad. The tones that that dude gets, amazing. My videos don't sound like that. The audio engineering side of all of this is the hardest part by far. So I asked ChatGPT, because why not? What am I missing? And ChatGPT was like, it's not what you're doing afterwards, it's the source. How this is getting recorded into the mic has the biggest factor. So I added a full-time light overdrive, a full-time compression, and two full-time EQs just to the Princeton. And immediately, like even if we just go clean, the notes just started to hang around a little longer. It got much fuller. The waveform in the recording got denser. There was just so much more information. And I thought, that I like. I like what you just did there, ChatGPT. Thank you, future AI overlord. Appreciate you. They're going to control us one day. AI is going to take over everything, but at least we got sweet tones. You know what I mean? Sweet tones and Chick-fil-A, just like my grandma used to say. Oh, man. But then I asked, is there anything else I should do, right, to improve this? And originally what I had was an AB box splitting the Princeton and the Helix digital tones. And ChatGPT was like, yeah, get rid of the AB box. And I was like, what? What do you mean? I can't. I got to split the two. And it was like, yeah, the Helix can just do that. See, I'm not what you'd call smart, you know? I should have known that, but I didn't. So I got rid of the AB splitter. I got rid of all of that. And now the Helix, one patch goes to the Princeton. The other patch goes to the Seymour Duncan power amp and to the 212s. And yes, the third patch plays them both together. And what I got to tell you, both together, the Princeton gives it like body and warmth that the digital stuff really sucks at. But then the digital side gives it, you know, you can put distortion there and all the wet effects, and now it's like a wet, dry rig. Riley Reid all day, dude. You hit a thing, it's every time. Crazy. But what that means is I need to get a new interface with multiple inputs. In the next couple of weeks, you guys are going to start to hear like stereo wet effects and things like that in the content. I'm telling you, it sounds so insane to have just this like wall of sound, the single 10 with the 212s, the modulation going between them. Like, oh my God. Dude, 100%. Well, the thing is, I didn't buy anything new. The SM57 was on sale for under $100. I spent the money on that, but the rest is just using gear I already had. It's just finding a different way to use it. Great piece of advice there. Like, try to figure out what is the most this gear can give me. I've changed this rig probably 4 or 5 times without buying a new piece of gear. Crazy. Mm. And yes, the Riley Reid impression. I'm not afraid to express myself or my love for my favorite actors and actresses. I mean, that's just a compliment to them, right? The question of what is that Fender amp? This is a 68 custom Fender Princeton. You do need caffeine. Everyone does. Um, Caffeine fuels the soul. Can I say that? Is that a thing? Oh man. P pickup, cranked up delay. Your P bass being used like that, that's almost kind of like the Who as well. That trebly distorted thing. Hell yeah, dude. Coffee is soul juice. Every single one of you agreeing to that, I just got to say, legend status. Thank you for telling the truth. I'm getting caught up. The SD1. Is it Kita 15190? Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Something for people to play around with. So that person's got an SD1. The temptation is to just crank the gain, and don't get me wrong, that can be cool. The moment you try to play in a mix or play with other people, that shit's gone, right? I think something that's interesting is more volume, less gain output. You can still get thick, good, like distorted tones, but it's not super muddy and it's got dynamics. And it's weird, like you can honestly manage it without playing more loud, even though more loud is betterer. Yeah, try taking your gain pedals, not putting the gain quite as high, playing with the volume knob instead. Solid tones. Also, look at that. Look at that mug. When I bought that, I thought to myself, I'm gonna be slamming caffeine like a crackhead. Like, and it points at this is what I really love. It points at the person drinking it. It's not at you. I don't need you to know this. I need to think this, right? With every step, bang, there it is. Everyone get one. Dude, the Bugera, that is for like an entry level cost tube amp. It's rock solid. This is just black coffee. Yeah, just a black medium roast. So you'll notice a couple of new guitars over in the rack. There's 5 of them. 2 of them aren't mine. Show and tell time, people. Show and tell time. Look at that. Fucking look at that. Oh my God. This is a Texas Toast Hustler, babes. Oh, just wearing it. It just feels delish. That's the word that's coming to mind. So, let me tell you what's going on here. The back is shell pink. It's like a faded shell pink. You got the paisley up in here. Tunematic, 2 volumes, 1 tone. Look at these paisley pickups. This is a humbucker size P90. This is a full size humbucker. These are from Dylan Talks Tone. And I got to tell you, it feels like I like playing really beautiful stuff. This thing is just, okay, welcome to the show. I'd like to take your head off now. I do not have my Helix dialed for this guitar. That is the downside of using a Helix for stuff. You got to kind of dial each patch to the individual guitar for it to sound good. But I mean, who needs a Gibson, right? Who needs this? This is what I dig about working with like some smaller companies. They don't have a bunch of purists that they have to try and feed the machine with. You know what I mean? Anything after 1960 sucks, right? The companies like this, they're like, no, we just want to build you a rock machine. We want it to look loud, be loud, play loud. Like, I don't know. I got to be honest too. This body style is not my vibe. Standing, I like to stand when I play. It feels weird. So it's one of those things of like, would I rock this on the daily? From a comfort level, probably not. The neck kind of goes a little far, but this style guitar, that's what it's supposed to be. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna dupe, dupe. Are you in tune? Close enough for what we're doing. It is such a fun guitar, bro. Are the whales still? Ooh, I like that. Let's see. Do I still have that preset on here? I don't. I got rid of it when I was playing with the stereo jams. I'm sorry. The whales are not currently fucking in Aruba. They will be soon though. Dude, it's awesome. Yeah, so I went to Texas Toast Guitars the other day. Got to meet the guys and first of all, awesome. Awesome stuff. They're putting on the Great American Guitar Build Off later on this year, and I'm going to be doing content about that. So expect a video about that. There's going to be a competition. I think I don't know if anybody's been told what the guitar is they're supposed to build yet, so I'm just going to keep that under wraps. But it's like 30 people or something like that are entering. Whoever can build the best guitar, hi, welcome. And yeah, so I'm going to be there getting content about that. I'm going to try to tell the best story I can. The following month, the Denver Guitar Expo, I'm going to be there. Once again, I'm going to try to just tell the best story and content that I can around that. It's going to be sick. In 2 weeks, I'm going to be in California at NAMM. And once again, and actually, let's see, it's it's a bit quiet. Yeah, I don't know. I can yell louder, you know. Um, but yeah, so going to NAMM. Question for everybody in here: what would you prefer? Make content as NAMM is happening, which that would be harder for me for sure, but I'll do it. Um, or after NAMM, get back home, gather my thoughts, use all the footage to make content then. What's better? Everybody's saying after. I appreciate that. I kind of agree. I don't know. I don't know how some of these other creators do it. Maybe they have editors that are just like the moment they're done filming, they're at the hotel, just blah blah blah. Blah, you know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how that works, but I don't have an editor, and I don't want an editor. So yeah, I guess after it is. Oh, I just know that anytime a new upload hits Audibly Dumb, I want you fuckers to go on a journey. You know what I'm saying? I like being in the studio. I like being in the basement. It allows me to get my freak on, speak my thoughts, and do all that. And then we'll just kind of use footage and like do it that way. I agree. I like that a lot. So Audibly Dumb does have a Discord. It's called Audibly Discord. I really suck at checking into it, man. I feel bad about the Audibly Dumb Discord. Audibly Discord is what it's called. So if you want to head over there, I really, really have a hard time balancing all of it. I want to engage with it, but I got to be real. My favorite part of this whole thing is just like this. You know what I mean? I dig making the content, editing the content, all the extra stuff. It's difficult for me, but I got to just be an adult. Be an adult, Zach. Get your shit together, bro. Mm. What music are we listening to this weekend? Did anybody listen to some dope tunes this weekend? What was I listening to? Uh, I went on a Rage Against the Machine kick the last couple days. Rage, Audio Slave, and then Tom Morello's solo stuff. Uh, been working out a lot lately, and in the gym, and even just in the car. That shit, like, meh, you know. Yeah, I go through stages with bands, and right now, Rage has my soul hole, the most mainstream metal. Yeah, I've had a kick with that too. There's these new artists coming out that I'm almost completely sure are using AI for a lot of their stuff. Bleeding Verse is one of them, but like it's fun to listen to sometimes. Uh Eurotrip started releasing music again, so I kind of got into that a little bit recently. Tremonti, been listening to some Tremonti. I went through an Alter Bridge kick like 6 months ago, and now Tremonti's got me pretty good. There's a band called The Omnific. If no one's ever heard of them, The Omnific. There you are. I believe it's two dudes playing six-string basses at like a Berkeley level. Oh my god, this is amazing kind of thing. Uh, Unreal. Go listen to The Omnific if you're into like instrumental, proggy, really complicated stuff. Mm. GB Guitars, what's good? Hello, welcome to Audibly Chill. So nice to see you. Lincoln Park with Emily Armstrong. Okay, so Lincoln Park, uh, obviously the comment section, right? On any of those videos with the new lead singer, people are just like, because she's a female, just naturally that conversation goes back and forth. She is crushing it. And if you think she's not, that's wild take. I think she rocks. Here's my problem. I was lucky enough to see Lincoln Park once with Chester. Chester Bennington is one of the greatest frontmen to ever live. That dude put as much as you possibly can into those live performances and those vocals and that presence and that scream. And then you combine that with, dude, for like 4 years, Lincoln Park was the most searched band on YouTube. Facts. Cultural iconic movement. Imagine being her. Imagine being the person that has to follow that. It's like Adam Lambert with Queen. You can make fun of that dude as much as you want. Being the front man for the band that Freddie Mercury was, stop. That's pressure that none of us have felt before, right? Exactly what I was just saying. Imagine the pressure, dude. That's ridiculous. It's like, oh, what was the name of that guy? Brad Brad something. He had to fill in for Randy Rhoads when Randy died like a week and a half later. That is just the most fucked up pressure I can think of. Straight up. It's fair. I don't know. She got the gig. She crushes it. She owns the moment. Because remember, here's a big one that nobody thinks about. It's not about just finding somebody that can sing the material. It's about finding somebody that can sing the material in front of 50,000 people, be even more amazing in front of those people than you were in quiet. And then they have to be able to stand to be around you 24 hours a day. Who here watched Hired Gun, that documentary? That's what Rob Zombie said. Rob Zombie was like, dude, it's not about finding a great musician. It's about finding a great musician that is amazing in front of all those people and isn't an asshole. By the time you narrow that down, you've got like five people in the whole music industry that fit that bill. Right? Hey, thank you for coming by. Love you so much. Matter of fact, is that Jewel Man? Jewel Lemon? Before you leave, real quick, I want to talk directly to you. Thank you so much for coming to the live stream. Thank you for watching the content. Thank you for giving me a reason to get out of that twin size bed every day. Go enjoy the rest of your time. Peace. That felt good. That felt nice. See that? That's what I'm talking about. And you made my day. Passed it back and forth. Pay it forward. Haley Joel Osment. Everybody in here, pay it forward every damn day. Oh my god. So, yeah, going back to tunes, I honestly some of the same bands just kind of constantly float. I just listen to them every day. Blackstone Cherry is one of them. It floats through the playlist all the time, and I very rarely hit skip. That that thing of like, we're gonna do like a Leonard Skinner meets Black Sabbath, and we're gonna do it in drop B. Sick. So sick. Wow. Opinions on Unprocessed. I got tickets to go see them in April in Denver for $30, artist presale. I fucking love Unprocessed, dude. Those guys are sick. Jewel Lemon. You can stay for a bit longer. Thank you so much. The intro to a lot of their stuff is brilliant. Me and Mary Jane acoustic. I have heard that acoustic set. You know, they've opened every show with Me and Mary Jane for the last 4 years straight. They open with that and they end with Lonely Train. It's a nickname of your real name, which is a Swedish name. So your real name is Swedish. Let me guess. Uh, Gregory. Right? Is it Gregory? Did I get it? Phil. Kyle. Chauncey. Am I close? Right? Nailed it. I'm telling you, I'm so good at geology. This neck pickup, this like P90 and a humbucker size thing sounds good. Sounds really good. I'm so fucking sorry they're all calling you Gregory now. I love you guys. I'm just saying. Man, this guitar is noisy. Yeah, your name's Gregory now. Everybody, do you see that user Shell Freer? That's my mom. My mom's in the live stream. Let's go. See, it's one thing to be a disappointment like filming videos, but to be able to do it live, like in person, that's nice. That's really nice. Uh yep. That's Mama Dumb. Uh Princeton settings. Right now I got it on 2.5. The treble's at 7. The bass is at 3.5. And the reverb is on 2.5. So like without anything else. So yeah, that's just chilling. Jack the reverb up to 8 and add a little tremolo, my dude. That needs to be a little louder. The volume's at 3. Fuck the law. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see. Hum. I have not heard Hum. Hell yeah, dude. Give some likes and some hearts to Mama Dumb right there. Zach's biggest fan. Let's go. I love that. This guitar sounds nice, dude. It's a little noisy. It gets real staticky if you're not in the middle position. Actually, right? In the middle position. Is nice. Is nice. Okay. So, I got an SG back over here. Who wants to see that? That's a funny guitar. Way. Pop. Do-do-do-do. Everybody, entertain yourselves for just a moment. Wait. Look at that. Look at that, dude. Oh. Yeah. P90s. The growl. The growl in that immediately with the same settings, dude. Bridge pickup. So Texas Toast Guitars made this, and it's made out of a bench. So the tone wood people that are like, it's got to be quality wood, otherwise the whole thing is shit. This is made out of a bench. See, 2x4? It was a 2x4. Sounds great. It plays great. Like, and it's a bench. Do I ever gent? No. Yeah, no, ain't no drop tunings happening around here. And it's not that I'm against them, it's that I'm shit. Does that make sense? I should be open enough for that. I would love to learn drop tuning, like chord phrasing and things like that. But to do that, I would have to study instead of playing by feel and emotion. Who wants to work on technique or anything technical? I want to close my eyes, play A minor pentatonic, and then just slam a rolling rock or something. Peak human experience, dog. Dude, the other day I went to Guitar Center. I swear to God, in unison, all you heard was this. And it, like loud, all you heard. Like, that's it. The whole fucking place. Dude, I've mentioned it in my videos. It straight blows me away that people have the audacity to be like, I'm going to go to that deluxe reverb. I'm going to put it on 5. No snark, nothing. 5th fret, volume up. Let's let everyone know what I'm doing today. What is that? What causes that to happen? You use H instead of B and B instead of H flat. I'm going to need some additional context into that. H as in you use H in music theory? All right. I'm into this. I wonder if I can just incorporate that into my language. You know what I mean? Like a flat B with an H. Yeah. Oh man. I didn't know this was a thing. This can't be a thing. I have to be getting trolled right now. I'm not that smart. If you genuinely double down on this and tell me that in your language it doesn't go back to A, it just keeps going to H, does it go farther? Like, do you play an L standard? Is that a thing? How funny would that be if it just kept going? Oh, okay. Oh man. I would have loved if it just kept going H sharp. You know what I mean? All right, guys, this next tune's an I flat. Try to try to keep up. Can I play an E chord? You know what? I would love to, but first let me just woo! That E chord. Really felt that in my nethers. Oh my god. Yeah, dude. Straight facts. Stereo rig. Let's see here. We're going to do that. We're going to click over to here. So that's the digital amp. I don't don't have the digital amp tuned in for this guitar, it's a lot easier for digital amps to sound like shit. Anybody ever notice that? I like the digital stuff. It sounds great. You really got to fine tune them to get them like usable, you know? Play an E chord, but it's all just octaves of E. Uh-huh. Whatever. No. Oh man. There's what I wish I could do is I wish I could separate these because then you get like width, right? But when you stack them and you like ping pong things in between them, instead of getting wider, it just gets fuller. Like there's this wall of sound, and it's not super loud, but it's fun. It's really cool. Go get a coffee. You got this. Mm. Yo, so I looked up concerts in California around NAMM. None. There was no interesting concerts that I wanted to go to. I will say though, the night or the day that I get to California, that night I'm going to a private clinic for Rabia Masad that Ernie Ball Music Man is putting on. I'm excited for that, dude. Bop. Whoa. Yeah, there's like 50 people that are going to be at this clinic. I'm stoked to be one of them. The ticket was really affordable. Was. There we go. I don't even know that song, bro. Don't even know that song. The only Jethro Tull song I can play is A New Day Yesterday. And the only reason I can play that is because Joe Bonamassa played it on his first album. Yeah, sweet picking is hard, bro. Honestly, my picking hand is the shittiest part of my guitar playing. Having the control, and not just the control, muting the sympathetic strings so everything remains clear. Tough part of playing. And you don't realize how important it is until you start recording. You know, you record your guitar part, you listen back, you're like, what? It's like, yeah, that SM57, it's picking up every fuck up. Let's see here. And then I like to play with a lot of reverb and delay. Y'all ever experience that thing where you hit a wrong note and you're just like, it just goes. You're like, ew. Ah, the echoing of the wrong note. Fuck up, fuck up, fuck up. Like, oh my God. The Boss DS2. I gotta be real. Call it jazz and you're fine. See, that's what I'm talking about. If you hit a wrong note, you were just getting jazzy. That's exactly right. It definitely had nothing to do with being shit. Um, the Boss DS2. I is that a distortion pedal? Devious Doctor, you know what? I'm going to talk to you directly now. Thank you so much for coming by. You've made my day special. You made Gregory's day special. You made all of our days special by being here. Whatever you're about to do with the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, make sure that it's stupendous and full of jubilee, wonder, even. Okay? Mwah. I love you. So, yeah, so Uh, Sir made this guitar with the humbucker in the neck. It was covered, and it was just a traditional telly pickup. They weren't balanced all that well, so I put a Seymour Duncan quarter pounder here. But then this felt muted somehow, so I put an uncovered pearly gates here, and now it's just delish. The middle position, the two pickups working together, bro. Sounds great. It's nice and chimey and bright and delicious and a bunch of other adjectives that I don't know. Yeah, devious. Do you see that? Do you see the impact you made on the lives of the people in this chat? Kind of wild. Kind of wild. You just showed up in here and started changing lives. Crazy. Fucking legend, dude. Uh, got some dope videos coming up for y'all. I finished a whole video on a Reverend guitar and I can't even upload it. Learned that yesterday. The audio wound up being unusable. So rather than upload it, I'm just like, you know what? Dude, Gregory's life has changed forever. He came into this chat hoping for a good time. He's leaving with a totally different name, right? Imagine his mom or his wife or something just greets him as Gregory because they were in here too. What? Oh my God. That's a life experience. We just did that for good old Gregory. Oh my God. Dude, we should be happy that Gregory had such an impact on us. Talking about. An open house. Are we buying a house, bro? Is that what I'm looking at right here, or are you the realtor? Ooh, should you save up for a pedal board or a new guitar? All right, everybody. Let's put our heads together on that one. You're downsizing. Well, hey, listen, sincerely, thank you for coming by. Best of luck to you on that. I wish you the best in your downsizing journey. If you need more inspiration, Matt Damon did a movie called Downsizing. Has nothing to do with like buying a home. It's actually really fucked up towards the end, but go watch it. It'll do amazing things for you. Have fun, and yeah, always wipe front to back. Um, See, the computer can hold all the pedals you need. Here's the deal. I understand plugins. I understand all that. I like stomping on things. I like having air in the space. Now, if you're in an apartment, you can't get loud. I totally understand. I lived that life for a long time. You can either A, go plugins, or B, fuck your neighbors and just do it anyways. But, like, even though all my pedals are digital, which to be honest with you, if I can make the realist recommendation, get like a Helix LT or something like that. Like straight up, it will change your life. The effects are perfectly fine. The distortions are perfectly fine. They sound great. Pedals versus guitar. Do you love your current guitar? Do you want to play it? If the answer is no, start off by getting a guitar you love to play. I think that's a core foundation. If it's just to shake things up, pedals. Uh I don't, because I don't build pedal boards. I just have my little Helix here, right? It's like, let's see. So this is just the amp. I'm going to turn that down a smidge. That amp is right at my back, and my left ear hole just like cursed me out. So we're going to turn that down a bit. So just the amp, right? So people are like, oh, you got to get a Strymon Big Sky. Well, okay. That's a spring reverb in the Helix. Does that sound bad? I don't think so. Right? Do you hear that? That long decay? That doesn't sound bad. And it blooms. Add a little chorus to it. I don't listen to that and think, oh, I wish I had like a regular chorus pedal by itself. It does what it needs to do. What do I have here? Got a little phaser going, right? At no point am I like, oh man, I really wish I had an MXR phaser, the script thing. I just got it here. It's a way better investment of your money. Plus, you get digital amps if you ever want to mess with that. Okay, everybody, we're going to talk to Emo Boy 6880 for just a second directly to his face. He called himself a dipshit. That will not be tolerated, not in this space. If anybody's going to be calling anyone a dipshit, it's going to come from me, Emo Boy. Stop being a dipshit. Don't call yourself that. The Spark is a fantastic amp. A lot of people love it. Sincerely. Sorry for calling you a dipshit. I went too far. We're going to blame the caffeine on that one. You guys know. I don't know what's going on. I open my mouth. Whatever comes out, comes out. Flugelhorn. See? That's not Tourette's. That's just a thing that happens. But yeah, like, get a cool tone. Just rock it. I've heard of custom amps. They've been around a long time. Yeah, see? Lilith gets it. I like having a little tiny tube amp that is easy to carry, but if I don't want that, I can just fit all my stuff in a backpack and douche. And I'd love to say it's for the gigs I'm going to go play, but this isn't even for you guys. This is for my cat. This is for Jax. I don't even get this for me. My cat's life is so greatly improved by these tones. Absolutely. Let's see if we can get him down here. Jax. Jax-a-million. Maybe? He knows I'm asking for him to come down, so he might not, but I know he does. I know he does. You kidding me? I rescued that fool. He better like the music. I've never heard of a pig nose amp. I've heard of Pigtronics, right? The effect company. But no, I've never heard of a pig nose amp. Yeah, my cat's name is Jax, like the character from Sons of Anarchy. Mm-hmm. He's a cool cat, dude. I want to get him more in the content. I want to get Jax all up in here. But he, he does his own thing. He hangs out when he wants to. I'll be editing videos down here. He'll just like jump up in my lap, start playing around and stuff. Teach Jack's drums. This is just a Princeton 68 custom. That's it. Bro, I would pay to see a cat play drums. Imagine you go to a gig, you got a kitty cat on the kit. A kitty cat. That's what I'm talking about. It's that kind of forward thinking that really butters my roll. Oh man. Frank Zappa and Clapton used pig nose. That's sick. Less backbait. Absolutely. A twin reverb is probably 60 pounds, 65 pounds. I think this weighs less than 30. It's really not heavy. And look how perfectly it sits on top of the 212. It's like it was made for it, right? Well, you go to your social function. Once again, right at you. Thank you so much for coming by. The trajectory of all of our flows through space and time has been momentarily disrupted by your presence in this chat, and it was for the better in every single way. So you go, do you, get right with the big pops upstairs, do whatever you got to do at your social function, and just know that in the Audibly Dumb community, you are awesome. You know, people got lives. People got lives, they got stuff they got to do. Uh, I've been doing Audibly Dumb for about 7 months. What's today? The 11th? 3 days ago, hit 7 months. I started doing it June 8th, 2025. Everybody's like, I don't have a life. What do you mean? Ain't no life happening here. My best friend is a guy named Gregory who I just met like 30 minutes ago. I get it. Woo! Y'all, we are riding the lightning. The computer almost ran out of battery, but I'm a professional. I got this. We plug in, bake, juice. We ain't gonna die. How we doing on the lights? Oh, we still got 3 battery bars on the lights. I like that. Ah, the juice. Chat ain't dying. Yeah, thank you guys so much. The live stream last weekend, awesome. Really was awesome. Same thing this time. I love the fact that all you guys are in here, like just doing nerd shit, because that's what this is about, doing nerd stuff. Speaking of which, concerts. Weird Al Yankovic is coming back to Red Rocks. I think I'm gonna go to that. My buddy Dalton, him and I went to see Weird Al at Red Rocks this last year, and it was awesome. I'm gonna go again. Puddle's Piddle Party is opening, so that's gonna be sick. Going to see Unprocessed. I'm going to see the band Era twice. I'm going once in March down in Tampa, taking my brother. I'm going once in April here in Denver. That's gonna be sick. Joe Bonamassa and Government Mule are doing a dual headliner at Red Rocks. That's going to be fucking awesome. Can't wait for that. Dumb Unity. You know what? I like that. I like that a lot. Don't ever stop. Don't ever stop, man. Blaze loves horror. Well, I'm going to start a channel called Audibly Dumb Loves Blaze Loves Horror. You're the bomb.com, dude. Never ever stop hitting upload. Get creative. Get an idea. Create it. And then repeat the process over and over again. That's what I always say. Just like my grandma always says, fucking YOLO. Nah, I love you guys. I really do. Thank you so much for like supporting the channel, coming to the live stream, hanging out with me. What do we want to talk about, man? I wanted to talk about the rig setup. And I guess I'll just close. I think I kind of mentioned it earlier. I'm telling you, when I get a new interface and I can mic both speaker cabs up at the same time, start getting some real like stereo reverb and delays and stuff. The tones, man. As it is right now, the videos that we've got coming up, uh, prepare for an increase consistency and just a better overall experience with the playing side of things. The wordage is just as dumb as ever, so if you enjoyed that, super sick. But the playing sections, I want the guitars to sound alive in these videos, right? Because it's got to be a balance. I say some dumb stuff. You know, I get comments about it too. Wow, this is super stupid. I got to balance that with super dope tones. Uh Donna G Linguix which 4322. I tried to pronounce that last time, didn't for the sake of being offensive. I tried it this time and somehow made it worse. So what up, nerd? Welcome. Uh let's see. Yeah, like I don't know. It's I love playing guitar. I do. Playing guitar is the best, but there's just something wonderful about the spoken language. You know what I mean? Saying stuff, talking things, what words can do by themselves, what they can do to each other. Exploiting that is wonderful. Welcome, Maurice. I like that name. I like that name. Let's give a reverberated E chord for Maurice. Welcome to the new people that just joined in. Oh, felt nice. Felt nice. We're BSing just about music right now. At the drive-in. So are you asking me if I like a band that's called At the Drive-In? Or are you asking me if I like listening to the band in a drive-in? The answer is no to both, so it really doesn't matter. But clarification is important. Peanut Boy's here. Oh my God. We got to hit it. Hang on. Peanut Boy. There you go. That's just for you, babes. Alice in Chains, vibe. Alice in Chains is vibe, dude. That's one of those bands where if I'm in the right headspace, you know what I mean? As in I want to cry myself to sleep, then yes. It's that era of music is very emotionally heavy, you know? What was popular at that point in time was like, hey, we're all sad as fuck, dude. You know, I feel like the 60s was like, let's get aggressive, let's get loud. You go into the 70s and it's like, let's just snort, blow, and dance disco. You go into the 80s, 2x the blow, get louder and wear makeup. You hit the 90s and it's like, what does it matter? We're all gonna die. So, gotta be in the headspace for that. Yeah, Nirvana, Alice in Chains, again, gotta be in the right mood, you know? And then when you hit the late 90s, you got those people that like took the vibe of that and then commercialized it. Then you got the pop punk radio friendly thing, you know, in every teen movie ever. You're going to go jam with your cousin, Mason G. Rust. Do it. Hope one of you plays guitar. Hope the other one plays a flugelhorn, bro. Go have fun doing things. You get your own tasteful slide. You get the dude. just for you, Peanut Boy, the band called At the Drive-In. I have not listened to them, no. But I will, hang on now. Black Sabbath all the way. Black Rebel Motorcycle Club, yes I have. Again, not like a consistent fan. Have heard though. At the Drive-In has been saved. I've listened to them before, so we're good. Oh, at the gym this morning, Teenage Dirtbag came on. Yeah, did not hit skip. I've been listening to Minus the Bear a lot too. Anybody in here like Minus the Bear? Solid. Yeah, there is too much books and music for a lifetime, but that's the beauty part, man. There's always something to find. There's like being a fan of art. You can just dive in and find fucking anything. It's awesome. There's always new stuff. Thank you so very much. This is a Sir Classic Tea. It's my number one. I'll have it the rest of my life. 90s country music. Painted on blue jeans, got a red truck. I love my wife and my dog, but not in that order. So, playlist from this morning. Carnival, unprocessed. Had some Periphery in there. Galactic Empire. Let's see here. Starset released a new album a few months back called Silos. That thing is pretty cool. Anybody in here listen to Starset? Put it in the chat. Starset. Silos. Be right back. Aid in the Baker. Go do Aid in the Baker stuff. We'll see you in a second. Silos by Starset. It's like modern arena metal, but with ambient space astronaut type stuff. Very cerebrally involved. Oh, and then last week, whoever suggested Coheed, I listened to Coheed for 3 days after that. Coheed and Cambria, I love that band, dude. Coheed is amazing, always and forever. Oh, man. Great band. Listen to more Dreamwake. Listen to some Era. Oh. Fair enough. Totally understand. Question for you guys for the next couple of weeks. Not sure if you guys watch the short content, the long form content, or both. I want to get back into doing like pieces about bands. I've started to really get into like making videos about gear, which is fun, but like, what are we feeling? Should I kind of hone in on that a little bit? Is that something y'all like? Do you enjoy the content where I just kind of hone in on a band real quick? Because I like talking about that stuff. I like diving into a band, figuring out what their content is like, figuring out what they like to put out. Just cover it all. Word up, dude. I love that stuff. Like, it's my favorite thing about music culture. You know, you go to a concert, you don't really know anybody there. You start talking with some strangers about some bands, and like the next thing you know, you like made a new friend talking about a band that you're not even there to go see. You pick up some new stuff here and there. That's peak, dude. Silver hair on it. Druid is no. Look at Peanut Boy sweet talking me right there, calling me boo and stuff. Oh, Timeless Bricks is in the house. thank you for coming by. Just for you, I did a really shrill E chord there with some repeats, da 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 da. You know, the bouncy leg. So the bouncy leg, that is a combination of ADHD, caffeine, and being mad excited for Timeless Bricks to be up in here. Tal Flurfy1, what's good? Welcome. We're BSing, we're having fun, we're having a good time. Man, oh man. Silver chair. Okay. I'll check it out. I really like, my favorite part about like ADHD and a caffeine addiction, right? So like I can't focus on anything, and then the caffeine makes that worse. So it's like being on a roller coaster all the time. Isn't that fun? Just being in this chair. I'm talking to you. We're having fun. On the inside, it's like, oh shit, you know? Ugh. What are your tattoos? I'm so glad you asked. So, the first one I ever got, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. um, the the first one that I ever got was this one, and it was on my 18th birthday. Now, let me tell you, making a permanent decision the day you become an adult, not the smartest move. Yeah, a bunch of you were like, no. Some of you were like, yes, do it. Um, so yeah, this is supposed to be a Celtic stylized Sagittarius arrow, and instead it looks like tribal shit. So I got this when I was 18 on my 18th birthday. Let me tell you what happened. No one sat me down and said, hey, you're going to be a 30-year-old man one day. You should probably think about that, because when you're 30, you're going to look at 18-year-old you and be like, wow, that guy was barely above a chimp. That's what happened. So now I'm just kind of stuck with that. The Riley Reid impression. Oh, dude, this guy right over here. Oh, so sick. So this is a bearded dragon head. When I was a kid, I was really into reptiles. I had boa constrictors and stuff. Over here, this is a crested gecko. And then back over here is an Argentine tegu. Quick story. Dragon, you're leaving? What? All right. Everybody, my mom's leaving. My mom just said she's leaving. Say goodbye, Mama Dumb. Light up the chat. Give it hearts. Give it whatever you can do on your end. Let my mom feel the love. Do you remember how I said last week, without my wife, I wouldn't be here? That lady, in a much more real way, like I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Woo! And in that moment, I'd like to apologize, Mom. December 8th, 1995. Going through a lot of stuff you did that day. So sorry. I hope it was worth it. But yeah, so those are my tattoos. Quick story about this crested gecko one. So I go into the tattoo parlor. My buddy's the artist. And he goes, all right, hang on, man. I got to do this tattoo. I'll be back in 10 minutes. And I thought, what the hell can take 10 minutes? Jack is here. I would like everybody to know that as of current, I do believe Jack has commented on more videos than any other subscriber of Audibly Dumb. The last time I checked, that was the #1 slot. Thank you, sir. Thank you so very much for supporting the channel. You absolutely rock. But yeah, so dude Takes this kid back in the back. He's 16 years old. He's got his mom with him. Mom signs the slip that says, I'm legally allowing my 16-year-old to get a tattoo. I swear to God, the kid comes back out 10 minutes later. Right there is a bright pink set of lips, like on his neck. Like when he's in public, that's there. Now, I was probably 19, he was 16. That means that 16-year-old is now 27. And you listen to me, he's regretting that decision. There's no way he wakes up every day and goes, hell yeah, dude. No chance. His first hickey. So, first of all, the kid needs to be in sales because to be 16 years old and to close your mom on signing the slip for that? Oh, are you kidding me? You can convince someone to change governments. It's weird to get a tattoo when you're that young, regardless. And it's just because, like I just said, you're 16, 30-year-old you is so different. And trust me, when you meet 30-year-olds and they're not completely different from when they were 16, you don't want to be around those people. You should go live, boo. I love doing this. I love hanging out with you guys. It's so much fun. Thank you for keeping me company. The first couple that I did, there'd be maybe 3 or 4 people, and that'd be for an hour. We've been going for an hour 18, and every single one of you, just beautiful people. Wonderful. Just like, I mean, the nerdisms in here. Silver chair tomorrow. I am sorry. I don't know what you're referencing. I've seen it a couple times. I'm gonna blame the ADHD again for this one. You know what I mean? I get locked in, and then I get locked out, and then like all around, just like we started talking about tattoos. I almost took off my pants. It's been it's been a morning. Oh, the song. I will save that. Uh, what was the highest view count? I got to be honest. I haven't been paying attention. I've just been playing with y'all's. Pick up that black strat. Play hanger 18. Play hanger 17, dude. 2 hours straight. Just no matter what. Tasteful slide. Do that every time. And then finish with an E chord, and then you're fine. Rhythm. I have it saved. I saved the silver chair thing. I think later on today, I have a playing part for a video that I have to film. And then I'm going to work on some Buckethead stuff. All right. Well, that's nice. Thank you for watching, Emo Boy. Hashtag legend. Oh my goodness. What time it is? All right, guys. I'm going to head off in about 8 minutes. We're approaching 11:30. I got a lot of stuff that I got to do today. Before NAMM, here is what you can expect. So coming in this week, uh, I'm going to be doing a video taking you guys on a tour of Flipside Music. I'm going to show you what that place looks like, introduce you to some of the dudes that work there. So that's great. I got a couple of gear videos. I've got a couple of videos. I'm doing a video about Bill Murray, the band, not the person. And then not long after that, we got NAMM. And it's the 11th. So yeah, in 10 days. In 10 days, I'm going to be in California. I really look forward to doing that, man. I'm going to get as much footage as I can and make you guys as good of content as I can about it. Show you all the cool stuffs. Oh. Still got good battery. We're going good there. That's nice. Yeah, anybody else got any plans for the rest of January? Anybody got any shows they're going to? Anything they're practicing? Because now's the time to speak. I would love to know. Yeah, learning the notes on the neck is cool. Like, I couldn't tell you exactly where every note is, but knowing where they are, like, and then knowing what you can branch off of it is nice. Putting a band together. What genre? You gonna do some polka? Put Weird Al in his place, bro? All those wrong notes were free, but it was fun to play. Let's see. Trying to play like Eddie Van Halen. Best of luck to you on that. Accordion core. We got any metal bands that have an accordion player? There has to be at least one. Metal band with accordion. Okay, so it turns out there's a bunch. They call it folk metal. All right. Yeah, honestly, like if I had just the tiniest amount of drugs in me right now, I'd be absolutely flowing through this folk metal or Viking metal. Use accordions commonly in this subgenre. Yeah, they also use bagpipes. Scottish accordion folk metal. I love human beings, dude. I really do. Like like for somebody to just go, well, we can do that. And then everybody's like, no, you can't. What are you going to do? You're going to put a distortion pedal with your accordion? And then they do it because rules don't exist. F the law, homie. Just do it. Yeah, hold my beer while I travel down this rabbit hole. I'm into it, man. I enjoy, if you're a progressive metal band and you have a saxophone, I'm into whatever you're doing. That's like a law. If you play metal music and you also have a saxophone, like, right? Anybody in here agree with that? Sleep Token's done it. Star Seeker's done it. Dreamwake does it. Bill Murray does it. Bill Murray has a full-time saxophone player. I'm saying, it's awesome. They get done with a breakdown. There's like a little silent section for a little bit, and then this saxophone comes in, and then like you'll have a heavy chorusy type rhythm in the background, saxophone's playing over it. Maybe you got a lead guitar kind of shredding a little bit, but not taking over the saxophone. Sick. Every time. Dude, naming their band Bill Murray was awesome. I mean, from a marketing standpoint, the biggest thing you can do as a creative is find a way to get people to just stop and be like, whoa, my God, what is that? The name Bill Murray does that, right? It'd be funny if like Bill Murray started touring and another band was called Belushi. But they misspelled that too, you know. Now on tour, Bill Murray, Belushi, and Chevy Chase. Yeah, the best advice I have for playing like Eddie Van Halen is give up your entire childhood and stick it in a bedroom with a guitar and just do that. I think that's a pretty solid piece of advice. Yeah, but it would be spelt like that. John Candy. I'm into this, bro. I don't think you guys realize what we just stumbled onto here. This is a genius fucking idea. Like, it really is. Who doesn't like AC/DC? AC/DC is fire. Legibly dumb. There you go. Visually stupid. Banger after banger. Ma, ma, ma. AC/DC, bro. AC/DC's always. That's every song. Every single song, and it's always fire. Every song is just E, A, D, and G with the little C sometimes. And then Angus is going to come in and just pentatonic you until the end of days. And that's it. Oh, for their live show, they got to break it up with a ballad, don't they? No, they don't. No, they don't. If you don't like rocking full time, the fuck out. Get out. The end. I'm going to take 8 Marshall Plexis, run them on 45. And if you don't like that, my name is Angus Young. Kiss the logo, babes. It's the most rocking thing ever. What pedals do you like to use? What's a pedal? The only pedal I use is in my car, and I've had a private driver for 40 years, so I don't even do that. Cable, thing, amps, stadium, hour and a half. If you don't like it, get fucked. AC/DC is like the pizza of rock. I need everybody to let that settle in for a second. Because on to something there, right? Okay. Pizza. Even bad pizza is still pizza. You're at Costco. You look at the thing and you're like, that's going to make me shit. All right. And you eat it and you're happy. AC/DC has plenty of albums like that. You're like, dang, I don't like one of these songs on this album. I'm going to go listen to it again. Because it's AC/DC at a bare minimum, it rocks. But then you get some albums where it's like when you're in New York, you get that New York slice. Not the dollar slice, but like a really good slice. You close your eyes and shit. You call your mom just to tell her how amazing it was. No matter what spectrum you're on, that's still pizza. Same. Man, comparing AC/DC to pizza, that is poetic. I mean, that's literature. We got somebody from New York. Listen, pal, I've had pizza in Connecticut, Jersey, New York, Chicago, Florida, Colorado. I'm a pizza guy. The last road trip my wife and I took, we went out of the way like 2 hours just to hit Dave Portnoy's top pizza spots in Jersey and in Connecticut. New York doesn't have the best pizza. I'm sorry. New Haven, Connecticut does. Fight me. Fight me in the comments. Put on the gloves. Connecticut, New Haven. Best pizza in the country. Maybe the best pizza in the world. I don't even know. All I know is when I took one bite, my eyes closed, and I had an internal conversation with an ancestor that I had never met. Maurice, thank you so much. I hope you're not leaving because we're talking about pizza. If the shade talking about New York and everything threw you off, I just want you to know I regret nothing. This conversation is important. But it was great having you. Thank you so much for coming by. Yeah, dude, when it comes to inland pizzas, you really got to find the right spots. There's some places in Denver that smack. Detroit style pizza is very good, but Northeast, they take all the cake. You're busy. Well, hey, listen, thank you so much for coming by every single Sunday, 10 or 11, somewhere around there, right? I'm going live every single Sunday from this point moving forward. It's a time I'm always going to chisel out for you guys because it's just so much fun. Thank you for coming. Go have a busy day. Go do whatever it is you got to do, man. I really appreciate you coming by, and I hope you appreciate and enjoy the content coming forward. I got a lot of stuff going on. We got 5 uploads happening between this Sunday and next Sunday. 2 long forms, 3 short forms. Hope you dig it, babes. You're leaving. Listen, Dragon, thank you for coming. I'm leaving as well. I am going to go ahead and log off. Every single one of you, thank you. Thank you so much for coming. We kind of drifted towards the end there. I'm going to have a whole new set of program for you guys next Sunday. Going to talk about a lot of dope stuff. It's going to be great. Yeah, this week, like I said, 5 uploads, 3 shorts, 2 long forms, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Jack is Jack. Appreciate you very much. We're going to hit it with the ender. My name is Zach. This has been Audibly Live on Audibly Dumb. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, if I say something's cool... Because it fucking is. Have a fantastic rest of your day, everybody. I love you all. Long time.